What is up, chat? Another glorious day. First off, this ain't gonna be the longest video ever. I did just go ahead and purchase that subscription I was talking about that allowed me to do bar replays. So now we'll be able to see my stuff and my strategy in real time. First, we gotta get rid of this ugly shit right here, bro. We gotta get rid of this Jones. And I don't even remember how, bro. No, that's labels, price button, ending. I feel like it should be somewhere here, bro. How do I get this shit off? Oh my god, it was that easy. Okay, cool. All right. So before I even look at the market, before I do anything, we're gonna scale all the way, and then, like I said, I'm not gonna look at the market. We're gonna press replay, and I'm gonna choose a random thing, and let's see where that takes us. Where are we? Did it work? Did it work? I guess. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I did. All right, so straight. It looks like we are. What time is this? 3 a.m. We're gonna wait till it hits the Jones. Update intervals in 5 minutes. Probably gonna change that to 1 minute. I'm not gonna lie. But like I was saying, now we're gonna be able to fully test the theory. My job today is to go ahead and try not to look at my phone and be able to test my strategy without looking at my notes from the previous season of trading. Damn, I smashed my finger. That shit hurt so bad, bro. But I couldn't react because the was outside and I know they was watching me through the window. But anyhow, we back on this Johns. Let's see if we could skip a bit. Jump real time. No, we can't do that. Can we speed it? Yeah. So we're looking to get around 8:30. And yesterday I made a mistake. I looked back in my video. I said that market opens at 8:30 or 7:30. It opens at fucking 8 and 7. I don't know why I said that. I start trading at 8:30 to 9 p.m. or a.m. That's what I was meaning to say. So my bad about that yesterday. I caught that mistake after I had finished editing the video. All right, let's go ahead and pause here. 5 minute time frame. We're paused, right? Okay, cool. 5 minute time frame. We're looking at this. This is a new day, right? Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, mi amigo. Oh no, bien. Alright, let's go ahead and mark this shit out, bro. Get it over with. So we got a 5 minute here. That's a high. This is a low right here. Yup. We got that fair. No, that's already covered. Let's see if we can find a fair value gap. This right here, low key, low Girk. So I might go ahead and mark that Jones out, just so I can see price. I'm sorry if I'm not gonna be talking to the camera as much today. It's gonna be more of me like mumbling to myself, and that's because, like I said, I'm trying to teach myself how to do my strategy again. So that's the 5 minute marked out. Let's go to the 15. White, black, so we get the same for the 15 as the 5. Highs and lows. I know. Another thing I've been thinking about, bro, is music. Can I play music while I'm doing this? The answer is hell no. But the thing is, I don't really think I care about copyright right now because obviously I'm not monetized, so I don't think it'll affect me. But if these videos do somewhat pop later in the future, you see what I'm saying? So I can't. But like I said, we over here. Yeah, we over here. Let's go ahead and mark out 5, 15. That's cool. See any fair value gaps? We can consolidate this Jones right here, though, fam. Mark this one out, Krosky. Even better, instead of doing that, first of all, order block, order gawk right here. So we're gonna need that for later. There's another one right here. Yeah. Nah, we're not gonna mark that, but we can mark this. I might scale to the 1 hour, honestly, and see what time is looking like on that. like I said, we got these two OBs. Probably gonna change that to a violet or a purple color. Yeah, let's get that purple. Okay, let's look at these. Let's look at these. Let's look at these nuts. We can make this boom, boom, boom. Drag, boom, boom. Take this, that's already cool, but we could drag it, boom, boom. So those are our 2 order blocks on the 1 hour. Let's see if we get any breaks or anything. We do got a low right here. Go ahead and color that purple as well. So we've got, actually, no, let's not do purple. Let's do, well, we got red, white, yellow. Let's do blue. Let's do blue. White, yellow, blue. Then we got one right here. It's white, yellow, blue. Alright, so at this moment, let's go ahead and slow this down. I'm gonna say we sit on this and we start moving Johns. So what I'm looking for, before I start this play button again, what I'm looking for here, obviously we're looking for this 5-minute break, 15-minute break here. My bias is basically saying that we're going here. But the trend, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, break. Right here was our break on the 15. Now we got highest high, low, but then we start chopping. This is the shit I be talking about. But what I'm seeing here is I'm immediately thinking we got bias to the bear side. And the reason I'm saying that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this marker up for you guys. We break here, right? Let me mark that. We break here. Price wants to continue up. We don't. Like I said, we break here. We go. This is a lower low now. So that makes me think this is a lower high, meaning this is going to be our lower low somewhere down here. Now what I'm looking for off of this break is I'm looking for a break here. Let me circle that for you. I'm looking for a break here, and if I see a break, I'm immediately entering, putting stop loss at around where I enter, putting TP to here, 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 here. Y'all feel me? You feel me? Now, this is one of those trades that I'm not really looking too deep into these order clocks and all that shit. I'm not looking too deep into them order blocks. I'll be dead ass. But another one we could go ahead and mark out right here is boom. Boom. Color that one white. So we got this order block right here. Price is probably going to tap into this, Johns. As you can see, we went down, up, down. That's a bounce. So this right here is my confirmation. If we break this, I'm entering on this trade. So let's keep going. Damn, this is slow. But like I said, if we break this little barrier right here, I'm green. We're gonna stick on the 5-minute for a bit and see what price is doing here. I'm gonna just move my candles around or my lines around just so I get the most accurate shit. Where the whoa, pause. Where the fuck is my other yellow marker? Oh, right there. I was about to say, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Let's go ahead and move that back. Is there a way to lock it? Yeah, I can. All right, cool. We can lock these too. I have never used that fucking option before. All right, so black, white, white, black. You guys are going to hear me refer to the colors a lot. I don't like using high, low, high, low. Terminology, I already told you guys in this first episode. I don't like the words. I don't like using terminology all too much. I will use it just to make things more clear. But most of the time, I'm looking... What did I just do? Oh my fuck. I think I just cleared everything out. Alright, we're good. Alright, so, like I said, a lot of times I'm not going to use terminology. But we can go ahead and get back into this to see what we got. Like I said, I'm just marking things out. That's a huge dick. This had to be news. This had to be news. Yeah, we're definitely going bearish. Holy shit. Yeah, this was definitely red news. Holy. Something's gonna break in this circle, bro. I already know. Bro, I keep pressing this fucking spacebar, bro. My bad. Highs and lows. Black, white. Now we have moved quite a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and move my my 15-minute. Actually, let's go ahead and let this candle close out before I do anything, just in case it's white. All right. Yeah, we have let it run for just a little bit. No breaks, nothing significant. It looks like we're gonna be chopping for a second here. So black, white, right there. White, black, anywhere, right here. So now we're dancing on the line of hitting back up. Now, here's what I gotta say about this. As I told you guys before, the 15-minute order block bounce and the 5-minute, 15-minute break is what I'm looking for. This is one of them pump fakes I'm not taking a trade off of because strictly I don't want to take that risk. There very much could be a bounce, 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 and breakthrough. I'm not trying to take that. This would be good confirmation, but off of this break right here, and then we got all these negative indications, I'm not taking that risk. Like I said, this is a 15-minute, 5-minute break. But if we had bounced off of this order block right here or bounced off of this order block somewhere here, then I would say, okay, cool. Now, what we're probably going to be looking at, if we scale up to the 1 hour real quick, we're probably going to be looking at markets touching this and then bouncing back on a higher time frame kind of thing. That might be like tomorrow or the day after type shit. But today, this would be a trade that I probably wouldn't take unless we break that 515 on the bottom side. Just because I have a higher indication here. I know that we have more. Let me see. We had that break right here not so long ago in the day, and it can go higher. Now, at around 11 a.m., like right here, is where shit will start getting freaky, and you're going to see what I mean in a minute. Let's go ahead and mark that, actually, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So around like 11:30, when London and New York session end, like completely, it's starting to end out, or it's fully open, that's when shit starts getting freaky deaky. That's when time starts slowing down for the market and things start chopping. Now, this is a 24-hour market, it seems, or a 12-hour. I don't know what it's called, okay? But it's different from what I'm used to. So this Johns might continue in a different way, but I know for a fact, after New York and London session, shit starts slowing down a lot more. So 11 a.m., 11:30 is usually when I get out. Some days I push a little, like an hour or 2 hours after that, but we're going to see. So let's go ahead and keep going here and see what we get. Real quick, I just want to digest what I'm looking at. I'm going to delete these red lines, but we're going to keep this one right here. I'm not seeing any fair value gaps. I'm not seeing any no order blocks. I'm not seeing anything, bro. So this shit is wicked. Technically, nah, that's not. No. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. Not a thing. I think we're gonna chop. Because there's highs here, lows here. I think we're going to chop. We're going to touch this, and then we're going to break down. I'm telling you, bro. And if we don't do that, we're going to go da-da-da-da, disrespect, and then just start going crazy. And then we're going to stop at, like, here and then start flipping. Because somebody's going to be like, okay, we break here. We already know price is going blah, 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 blah. I don't think that. And then we've got this fair value gap all throughout here, bro, that I didn't mark out from earlier. This fair value gap, I think we're just playing within this fair value gap right now. I genuinely do. This is just a retracement tool. This is where I'm thinking we're going to start entering at. Because I genuinely think price is going to hit this, might go a little bit higher, but it's not going to fully break above this order block. And we're going to start chopping. And then we're going to completely tank because now the fair value gap has gotten closed out. I'm going to keep this right here so you can see what I'm talking about. But I think we're just going to chop up. We're going to chop up, probably get a little high right here, but not break through that order block. Did I not press the play button or something? Why are we moving so slow? What's going on? Oh, no, that's good. All right, cool. Put it do that. Why is it moving so slow? Oh my gosh. Let's do the 3x. Holy shit. Yo, this had to be a news day. What are these candles, bro? What is this? What is this? What is it? This had to be Newsday, bro. It completely broke above that order block. Holy shit. So I was wrong as hell. I still wouldn't be taking this trade though. Something's telling me this was a Newsday, bro. What day was this? 047? I gotta check this, Jones. Cause this is like weird. 047. Let's look at the calendar, bro. It wasn't a Newsday. Or at least not high impact. That's crazy. Yo, this market be moving crazy, bro. This is a 15-minute candle right now. Those are big candles. But anyhow, let's keep going. I almost pressed the spacebar again. Now, I am actually very surprised that we broke through that shit. I'll be so dead ass with you, bro. We broke structure here negatively. We started chopping. Is it because we filled out this order block here, bro? No, because that's where I made the order block line on the 1 hour. So what happened that I missed? Because this was a little too jumpy. What the hell? But now we got this fair value gap right here. Hold up. I want to look at my notes real quick, but I'm not going to. Something I'm trying to think of, bro. Do you mark fair value gaps from top of the wick to bottom of the wick of the third and first candle, or is it, or the first and last candle, or is it from wick to body, like wick to body? I think it's wick or No, because it would have been the spot that didn't get hit, right? So it'd be wick to wick, no? I don't know, bro. I gotta look at my notes after that, but damn, that's a weird move. I'm not gonna lie. So price might continue, but once again, like I said, I wasn't taking this trade, bro. That's a little too weird for me. A little too weird. We can go ahead and delete this. Then what is this? That 15-minute order block? We can delete the. Yeah, delete this. Nothing is touched here. Order block gets smacked here. So yeah, this might continue up. I'm not gonna hold you, but I'm not taking that trade, bro. It's still weird as fuck, bro. We got white here, white black here. Then we got black and white. Let's go to the 5 minutes, see what we see. Black, white, white and black. Any break? This looks like a break. No. Fair value gap though. Yeah, so it's wick to wick. Yeah, I knew I wasn't tweaking. So this is another small fair value gap right here, yo. From here to here. We can color that one yellow. Price chops in this a bit. Doesn't hold too much bias. So what am I looking for here? The thing is, I know the terminology, I know what I'm looking for, but I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. So that's like, this bar replay is perfect for me right now. Because I don't know what I'm looking at, but like I know what I'm looking at. It's weird. This was a fair value gap too on the 5 minute that we got around. This. Maybe price will continue up. That's so weird. I'm not banking on it though. Like genuinely I'm not. Let's keep seeing though. I want to see what happens. I think we're going to flip this bit. Yeah. Start flipping just a little bit. Did I not just pause it? Okay, so white, black. We do break structure here. Black, white. Break structure very recently. I'm going to go look at the 15 here. Black, white. We'll keep that there. White, black right here. Seeing nothing crazy. We can continue. These candles are so fucking weird. We're getting really close to the time that I'd have been out for the day. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have been out by now. Nah, I probably would have left it running a bit. Okay, let's see what it looks like later on. Yeah. Alright, let's stop it there. Let's go to this 5. Holy hell, that's a lot of movement. I don't see no movement in here. I'm not seeing enough movement. Anyhow. Alright, black, white right here. Looks like another break of structure. I don't know, that's not fully developed yet. And this one's right on the cusp. Bro, I'm not gonna hold you, Gino. This break, though, is kind of convincing me, like, price might flip. I wouldn't enter on a long or a short. Reason I wouldn't take a short, even though we've broken 5-minute structure, 15 is kind of eh. Hold up. I need to get something to eat, bro. I ain't eat shit. Yeah, we did break 5 or 15 and 5. Not fully yet, but we've gotten there. Yeah, that candle right here decides it all. The reason I'd be so hesitant on taking this trade, I would probably take this with a very low leverage. So I'd probably go in here. I usually trade 1%. I'd trade like 0.5. And the reason I say that is because, bro, we've broken out of this order block here. This is a riskier trade for me. Just because it's not hitting the confluence that I want it to hit anymore. My original thing was, okay, we're not going to hit through out of this. And if we tap on it, then we can go. We didn't tap on it. We just blew through that bit. No bizap. What am I looking at? Where am I? Okay, cool. Low Kirk, bruh. That order block kind of weak anyway, though. So maybe that's why we broke through it. Yeah, that order block is a little weak. I could have used something like this. See where price was going to be moving, but that's pretty equivalent to this. Yeah, I don't know, twin. So I guess on more of those like riskier trades when like it's this neck and neck, it might not be classified as an order block, maybe. I don't know. We go ahead and move these though. So we got white, black here. Where's the blue? Black and white here. Oh, so we might break 1 hour too. Okay, never mind. I might take this trade. I might take this. It's not even a might. I probably will. If we break below this right here, I'm taking it. So I probably would have waited a little bit longer, like I said. Let's see if we break it. Come on. God damn. Damn. Oh my god. So maybe the order block did hold some merit. And I'm glad. I would have got stopped out immediately if I had taken that Johns. But it didn't fully close below these, so I wouldn't have been in the position. This is a very big roller coaster of a day. I wouldn't have traded. I would have got out of the market for the day. Genuinely. Because this shit keeps going back and forth. It's very indecisive. I wouldn't have been doing it. I'd just cut my losses for the day and just said I'm gone. Because I'm not about to sit here for 15 fucking hours watching this shitty price action. We can move that there. We can move that. We can move that. Why did I move that there? No, I'm tweaking. And we can move this here. Sweet home Alabama. Well, we can make a fair value gap here. See if price comes back as a retracement. But once again, we're not taking a trade off of this Johns because it looks so sketchy. this would be a horrible fucking day to trade. I mean, for me at least. For anybody else, this would probably be a good day. But the thing is, there was no news, no none of that. It's just a weird movement or weird moving, like, I don't fucking know what to call this. Hold up. I'm trying to get my lines. Shit. Is this a new day? No. Why did it chop? I don't fucking know. Yeah, why is this chopped? Is that one candle is just invisible or something? So, white black here. We still haven't broken. This is what I'm talking about. We still haven't broke that 1 hour. We're breaking 15s and 5s occasionally. We're edging. This is the choppiest movement. This isn't like standard choppy ass movement, but this is more of like a... Like, this is what liquidates niggas, because it'll be choppy like this, and then it'll spike, and then it'll spike, spike. Like, this is the type of trades, or the type of day that liquidates motherfuckers. Because, like, look at it from this scale right here. We've been in between these two lines for hours. We've been chopping like these. Like, this right here is progressive choppiness. We started progressing a little bit here, but like this... Bro, no. This is good. This is good. Like, it's got movement. This is just chop. It's just chop. And I hate when it's in between two lines like this and it's not going anywhere. It's not breaking anything. That's why I said I would have got out of the day. And I still probably would have gotten out of the day. I'm not taking a trade on these Jones. From when I saw there was a negative confluence here, or there was negative signs leading here, and price was like edging it, and we never broke it, I genuinely would have been like, yep, I'm out. Because now it looks like we're reversing, but we haven't broke. I'm sure we will break in the second or two, but like, with the way that it's bouncing like that, I'm not taking that shit, bro. I'd leave it for another day. Because I'm not going to sit here and try to force the market to go somewhere it's not going to go. This line hasn't moved in a minute. We got to recreate another line. Oh, market, give it to me. Give it to me. Okay, now we're getting big movement. We're getting big movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Let me fucking stop, bro. Alright, bro. White, black. Let's go to 15-minute real quick. Not even any 15-minute signs or any of that shit, bro. Fuck. Let's wait for this next 15-minute candle first. Alrighty. Just had to confirm. God damn. Bro. Oh my god. Black, white, 15, scale to 5. So we broke that 1 hour. That's nice to know. Now, that's a decent confirmation for me to like 100% not trade this fucking day. 100%. We're just gonna speed through it and see what price looks like. We're probably just gonna go fucking buku crazy later. Hold up. I'm gonna go ahead and mark all my lines first. And then I'll tell you guys what I think and where we're gonna go if I were to take a trade on this exact movement, which I'm saying I wouldn't. This is not enough confirmation for me, but we did break past a lot of things here. So this would be my blue line. You can go ahead and delete the white line. Delete the yellow and the white lines, because we already know we broke those. So we broke everything here. We could break this down too, get rid of that. Keep that order block there though. All right, let's go on a 15-minute, mark some stuff out real quick. So we already know this is our line that we broke recently off of that fresh candle. This line's not in question. Then we go to the 5-minute. We see where we broke off of that, which was white, black here. That was a huge candle. We get a lot of huge candles on this stock, bro. Or on this currency. Oh yeah. The same candle being, yeah. Okay. All right. So we break here, break here, break here. Fair value gap, little fair value gap right here. We close in that, close out of it really. So we leave that like these. Which colors? Yellow. Then let's scale to the 15 real quick. See if there was an order block or something that I missed. That's an order block. Didn't really miss it though. That's an order block. Didn't miss it as well. That's an order block. We broke above that. So this could have been something to consider beforehand. Now the thing is, I think there's no, oh yeah, there is. Okay, cool. So we could set a high here. Very unlikely, but we could set a high here. A high here, which would probably be my most close take profit. And then that's already online. And then set one in the middle. This will be a far reach though. No kizzerp. No scissor. No kizzerp. How do I stretch? There we go. Alright, twin. So we get break, break, break. Fair value gap. Tap in. Or we fully break through the fair value gap. I'm putting TP stop loss here. So we're looking at something like this. Where the fuck is my cursor? We're looking at something like this. Let's see what we come up with. I'm gonna just scale the time high as hell, and we're just gonna see it work out. These are my TPs, stop loss. Let's see what we get. Highs and lows. Alright, so if I had stayed in and taken this trade off of these confirmations I saw, as you see, we would have hit all three take profits. And if I had marked these Johns out, we would have hit these too. So we would have taken profit on the day. But like I said, that's one of them days that like it genuinely depends on how I'm feeling about the day, what my week is looking like, and how risque am I feeling on that day. Today I thought my confluences were looking negative, right? Then we see a 15-minute fair value gap fill. We see a 15, 1 hour, 5-minute break. And we see relative highs or relative previous highs. So I'm like, okay, cool. If I do take a trade, this is what I'm going to take. We mark that out and we get this. So this would have been, Jesus, I don't know. This would have been a lot of fucking money. Let's see, bro. What is this, bro? I wish I could see how many nits this is. I forget how you use that tool, if that even is a tool. Usually you can see how much of a movement this is. But I don't know, that's a big fucking move. Anyhow, I'm gonna leave it at that, honestly, today. Because, Brody, who's texting me? But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna leave it at this for today. Basically, what we're understanding from this, even if the confluences that you start the day off aren't what you think it is, or it is what I think it is, you gotta stick with the fucking trade. Now, like I said, this is a longer market, so you could trade long as hell. Am I sitting in the market for, what is this, like 8 hours? No. This ain't a full-time job. What the hell you think this is? It is a full-time job. But we started at what? That's 12 hours, actually, that we would have been sitting in this market, or at least watching price action. So I definitely would have been gone at around 11 or 12, unless I was really just feeling bored as hell. Because there's no way in hell I'm sitting until 6 p.m. to get this trade right here. Maybe if I just came off of like work or something at like, let's say 2 p.m. Where is that? Like right here. Maybe I would have taken this trade, right? If I get off at 2. But this shit in the morning, no. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I might just have to trade different time frames than what I'm used to. And like I said, that's mostly because obviously I get off of work a little late. But gang, if there's this much movement, what session is this, bro? I know I have it in a notebook somewhere, but what session is this? What session for trading is around 3 p.m.? Is that Asian, bro? That's New York? I didn't know New York was that long. 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., 4 p.m.? Okay, makes sense, I guess. Okay, so around 3 p.m. we're approaching close, so we're going to start seeing a lot of movement. So right here is where New York would have been closing, though. What opens after that, though? What session is after 4 p.m.? Is that London? No, it is Asian. Okay. So after hours is 4 p.m. Damn, I've never seen after hours before. This shit is crazy. And this was within what, like 30 minutes? 15 minutes? Bro, I'm learning something new right now. Asian session starts at 6. I knew that. So Asian session would start here. Maybe we take off a little bit more. We might just spike back down. Because what, this is our fair value gap right here. Like these. What was this, 15 minute? Yeah, this is our fair value gap. We might come back, touch into it, and take off again. Or we might come back, break down. I'm not going to mark anything out. I just want to see what happens. Nah, we just keep chopping. Holy chop. Holy chop, bro. What is this, like 3 hours of chop? 5. Damn, that's 6 hours of chopping. Not a single move, bro. This is a 15 minute and it's just this. That's crazy. So that probably means the next day is going to start a little lower. But this is all-time highs, right? No, not even close. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn! It just kept going. But anyways, man, like I said, I'm gonna probably end it here. If I press this, what does this do? Clear everything. Yeah, I'm gonna probably end it there. Honestly, bro, yeah. Damn, that was some good practice, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe later tonight I'll hop on it again. I do need to start taking notes in my notebook. I might go ahead and jot some notes down real quick about what we saw here. Let me just make sure I get that down because I'll forget about it. Fair value gap clear plus 15 plus 5-minute break. Okay, so we're gonna put fair value gap clear or fill. Let's say fill. Plus 15/5 min break. Alright, cool. And I guess I'll further explain that later. But I do want to keep testing that strategy out before I So new strategy is looking like fair value gap, fill. I mean, this ain't even a new strategy. This is just fucking. This is just how that shit go. So FVG fill or fair value gap fill plus 15 plus 5 minute break for entry. That's a I'm pretty sure in my very first trading notebook, that is exactly the same entry that I used on everything. I don't want to put 1 hour break, because in that case, like, that shit gonna be, maybe it wouldn't be that bad. Let's do optional. Because maybe. All right, sweet. So an optional 1 hour break for confirmation. Extra confirmation. Let me put that. Extra. I feel like this will be a little bit more risky than what I was running before, which is like super duper locked in. So it would probably be 50-50. We'll have to see what the win rate is on that shit. But same old strat. Adding fair value gap fills, which we basically already had that. But we have fair value gap bounds. So I might not even be doing the strat right. I gotta study that. Like I said, we're probably gonna end it here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower and fucking chill, bro. I do have some more plans later today to go out with the Mandim. But is that gonna happen? Very unlikely, because you know how black people get. Alright, but like I was saying, what do I have planned for the rest of the day? Is looking like there's something that I'm going to be doing. Probably not. If nothing ends up... Damn, it's only 3 o'clock? I thought it was like 7. But if nothing ends up happening today, then I'm probably just going to go ahead and keep doing some back replays. I might record those as like a little mini montage, because I highly doubt I'm going to just have 5 to 6 hours worth of video on YouTube. I don't want to have to bombard you guys like that. Where the hell is the rest of my chart? Like, actually. Do I have to reset or something? Oh, we're trading SPX, bro. I feel stupid. I'm like, bro, wait. Or is that because I hit the plus sign? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I'll just fucking search it up, bro. What does this fall under? 4x. Okay. What's today? 19th? 18th? 17th. Bro, what times does these markets close and open, bro? I'm confused as hell. And I need to know this. Market open 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. So it's a 24-hour market, but why is this one not moving? Or am I just not seeing it? It's just not moving. Am I just geeking? I don't fucking know, bro. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a shower, bro. I'm overly confused right now. I love you guys, bro. And I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.